every show will be another aspect about organizing your life. So even if it's organizing an exercise program or a diet plan or exercising or your finances or getting ready for tax season or anything that has to do with your life, I will be talking about each week. Because everything in our life needs organization. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Absolutely.
I'm sure a lot of people have questions, and it'll be nice to get on and talk to you right when they're live and get those questions answered.
Right. It's funny because every time, it's got to be 99% of the time that I speak to a client, the first thing they say to me is,
help.
There's two things. The first thing they say to me is, oh, my God, you've never seen anything like this when I'm going to their home. And the second thing they say, what can I buy before you come?
Yeah.
And what I always say is
and that's the only time
nothing.
You'll let them spend money, right?
Right. Do not buy anything. Because although there are fabulous, fabulous organizing products out there, for me, we need to declutter. I don't need to bring anything into the house. I need to get rid of things, because when you get rid of things in the space, you're creating more space, and you might not need to buy all these products.
Right. Right.
I mean, a lot of times, to save space in our closets, we need to switch out our hangers. That saves space.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did that, and that worked really well.
It saves so much space. In kitchen cabinets, sometimes you add a shelf, and you could add more, fill up the cabinet because you're adding an extra shelf in. You could put Lazy Susans in to make things easier. So there are definitely lots of things that you can do, but I think that a lot of people would like the easy fix and go out and buy all these organizing products, and they think that that's going to be the answer, but it isn't.
Right.
The answer is to declutter first.
Right.
And then,
like if you clean out a dresser, then all of a sudden you have an empty dresser drawer, so you don't need that extra stand to hang clothes on.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Less is more. We want to live with less because it feels better. And we don't need as much as we think, like you were saying before. We wear the same clothes. We use the same things. How much do we really need?
That's true. And when you think
forward to your show. Yeah. Once you set it up, let us know, and we'll definitely, put it out there on Twitter and our Facebook page and wherever we can post it, so that way, everybody will know about it. And
you girls are so sweet.
You'll help thousands of more people. Also, we'll put it on our website too. I know Dawn will do that for you because she takes care of that.
I'll be happy to.
Thank you. That really is my goal and has always been my goal, to be able to empower people and motivate people to make positive changes in their lives. And I'm just going to keep going and never giving up on it, because the feeling back to me, honestly, is just wonderful. I mean, the feedback, the friends I've made, the endless clients that have been so appreciative is beyond for me. It's an amazing feeling. It really is.
Well, you helped us with this show, and you now have 2 new friends, and we would love for you to keep in touch with us.
I love you girls, of course. Thank you so much for having me on. You're so sweet.
Oh, no, thank you. It was our pleasure. For our listeners, you can follow Meryl on Twitter, too, at Meryl Starr, MERYLSTARR, double R's there.
Yes.
And also go to her website, MerylStarr.com, and you can see the different tabs up at the top and services and stuff that she has to offer, and an About Me section and that. So definitely, if you're listening and you'd like to take her up on the coaching service, contact her. There's a contact part on her website as well.
Yes, that would be great. Just for the next 24 hours to all the wonderful listeners out there, I guess it's kind of like a buy one, get one free.
Right.
So, no worries.
And everybody loves a deal. I know I do.
I know. So everybody loves a deal. So this is my special for you two girls because you're so wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
We want to thank you so much for joining us, and we'd love to have you back in the future, even after you have your own show.
Absolutely.
And catch up with you and see what's going on in your life, and wish you only the best and much more success.
Absolutely. You girls are wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for being here.
You're very welcome.
Have a wonderful evening, and everybody ready, let's, it's time. Get organized.
Yes. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, you're ready.
There you go. Thank you.
Good night, and God bless you.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, I know she's given me incentive again. You kind of, like I said, you kind of start doing it, and then you think, oh, my gosh, why? Because nobody else is doing it, or you just get overwhelmed. But I'm back into the mindset. I think I'll try to finish what I can on my room without hurting myself. It's so hard with the fibromyalgia and the arthritis in my back and all that good stuff that I have. But I'll do it little by little. That's all I can do.
Well, that's all you need to focus on is just doing it, a little bit at a time, because eventually, you will have it all done. It may take a little bit. But for the most part, it'll be, it'll be a great feeling when it's done. And I'm so glad that you did it, So, and besides that, spring is coming, and spring cleaning is around the corner for everyone. So, no time like the present, especially on these days like we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to be stuck inside because it's going to be too, treacherous to get outside and go anywhere. It's a great day to be able to just declutter and do some of that. Just it's for no other reason to overcome the boredom of being stuck inside.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But yeah, it can be very overwhelming. And she brought up some very good points about that, and that's why it's just important to just focus on one little area at a time, even a box at a time.
Right. If it's like she told me, a drawer at a time.
Yeah, just one little thing at a time, because eventually it'll all get tackled. It will get done. So, and that's the goal.
Yeah. Well, I think I just need you to come by my house and help me.
Well, I could do that. I don't know how much help I would be, because I'd be constantly going, okay, Pam, do you want to keep this? Do you want to toss this?
Oh, no, that's okay. Maybe I need that, But at least you'd be asking and not just getting rid of it on me like some people do.
Well, that's true. I can't stand to be cluttered. And unfortunately, there have been times in my fast-paced life where, clothes kind of get tossed and and there might be stuff sitting places that, and they're not in the right place, but it drives me bonkers. I'm just that, kind of, what do they call it, obsessive compulsive, I guess. I don't know if it's a little bit like that, but, I really like everything to be in its place. It's just part of my, my whole makeup. And, and even at work, when I moved into a new position recently, the area that I work in, it's a neat area, but the desk area was just horrendous. And I was like, the first week on the job, I was like, okay. I told my boss, I said, do you mind if I reorganize this? She goes, knock yourself out. Good luck ever getting it all done. And I had it all organized within a matter of time. And that was such a good feeling, because now when I go to work every day, I don't see this mess that I saw in the beginning. It's nice,
I know, and I did that at work too. And it's funny because actually my work area was cleaner, or not cleaner, but more organized than my house. But then again, I don't live in my house by myself, so
Yeah. So, and I have 2 offices because I work 2 different positions where I work, and so both of those offices are just sticking things top to bottom clean and organized. I can't stand. I mean, when you're pushing paperwork as it is all day, the last thing you want to do is to be unorganized on top of all that. It just really is. It'll just drive you crazy.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. I know. I think that, since I can't work anymore and with the disabilities, it bothers me even more to see this stuff. So
yeah.
I've just got to get my mindset, because some of it is emotional.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that, and I know it's because of, hanging on to, like, a shirt of my mom's. I, when we were able to go through her things, I even kept one of her shirts that was her favorite, and it's not anything I can fit in, but it's in my closet,
Well,
and I know I'll never get rid of that, though. It's something of hers.
I think in terms of that, I think if it's related to a loved one, or if it's an article of, if it's an item that, belonged to a loved one that was their favorite. Like my late boyfriend, I have several items of his that he either gave me or were his that I just acquired when he died, and there is no amount of money, there is not anything that could separate me from, to ever make me want to say, I'm getting rid of this. The sentimental value of it is priceless, and I wouldn't dream of giving it away so that someone could, it be an afterthought to someone and not hold that meaning. But
right.
And I think in things like that, it's okay to hold on to the things that remind us of our loved ones that have passed on. I think that is totally normal and totally appropriate. I think it's when people, like she was saying, the home shopping channels where they just buy and buy and buy. And
I had to laugh at that, because I do, you know me, you do it yourself too. You buy things from there, but I think I'm probably worse than you. And it's funny because a lot of things I think I need at that second, I actually don't. And what I've learned to do is now, if I do end up on that channel, because I've been trying to stay away from that channel, is when I do end up seeing something, I think, oh, I need that, and I go and I pull it up, and on the online, I'll pull it up on there. I don't use the phone, and I'll put it in the cart, and then I'll walk away, and then I'll completely forget about it, and it doesn't stay in the cart. So when you go back online, it's not there any longer, and you haven't thought about it, so you forget that you even thought you needed it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole adage of, if you're really thinking you want something or need something, sleep on it and see how you feel tomorrow about it, kind of along the same lines. Now, I typically will buy things. I don't tend to be, I've never been like a real big let's go shopping kind of gal. I mean, I will go shopping when I feel the need, or when the kids need something, or I need something, or on a whim, I think I'll go buy me a new outfit kind of thing. But being a single mom, that has kind of limited, I guess, has kind of minimized or helped keep things in check in terms of just going out on a whim and buying stuff. So the same with the shopping channels, you only buy what you have the money to buy. So that's just the way it is, but that has helped to limit me. But, if I had free-for-all, and I don't believe in credit cards, so I pay with cash. So if I don't have the cash, I don't buy it, and I don't need it. So that's, or, I try to live that way, and that has certainly saved me in the long run from having a lot of headaches I don't need. But, yeah, I can see where, just watching the home shopping channels, my favorite time of year is during the holidays, because they have all the seasonal shows, and it's just a lot of nostalgia there, and they're great shows to watch. But I tell you, you get so excited because it's the season of buying anyway, and you start seeing stuff, and you go, God, this would be great for this person or that person. It's and I'll admit, and my kids, we have a little running joke that the last several years, primarily I do most of my shopping online and from the shopping channels, and they always kid me, when we open gifts, they're like, did you get this from so-and-so? But there is something to be said for online shopping and the convenience of not having to fight a crowd and go out and get in all that mania. My sanity is much more important to me than trying to get the item that's been marked down considerably.
I'm with you right there. I've been shopping online during Christmas time, and that for years. I refuse to go in the store and deal with that. I'm such an impatient person that I cannot deal with that. It just aggravates the heck out of me, and I'll just walk out of the store and not get anything accomplished. So I've been doing it online for years. And another thing, too, is that you don't realize, I think, this is how I think, when you are buying online, a lot of times you don't think or feel like you've spent money.
That's true. That's true.
Until you get that bill.
You're right. It's just so easy to commit, and then, like you say, you get the bill and you go,